Soon enough, we will be out the door and on the way to school. Anne-Marie Burton from momstown.ca joining us with tips to make the transition a little bit easier, because we're going from a whole lot of summer fun back to that routine.
Absolutely. Well, back to that routine. It's tough for parents to get back to that routine, particularly with lunches and children are kind of used to kind of eating on the fly, lots of popsicles, and now we're going back to very specific lunch boxes, and we want to obviously help parents make good nutrition choices, because that's a tough part for them, right?
For sure. So this half of the table obviously loaded up with great choices.
Yes. Well, did you know actually over half of kids don't get the 4 to 6 servings of fruit and vegetables a day?
It doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
And the big reason is they just don't like them, right? It's not that their parents are not offering it to them. It's there. We're trying really hard. They're just not eating them. So we've talked a lot about how can you encourage those kids to take those fruits and vegetables, not just look at them on the plate or toss them in the garbage or feed them to the dog.
Right.
What can we do, right? So we've talked with Canadian parents, and different kinds of ideas they've had is cutting them up into interesting shapes, making fruit kebabs like this. All kinds of different ideas. But I have 3 small kids, and what we do is they're huge. They only like their veggies raw. Forget about cooking them. So what we do there, depending on your age, they have to have a piece per year. So at least I feel like, okay, if you only like peppers, fine, load your plate with peppers. I don't care, as long as you're getting a few in there. I have another kid that only likes tomatoes. Okay, so you're only going to eat tomatoes, but at least they're getting those servings, and there's a little bit of competition who can eat them first.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
and there's spirit among siblings. It always helps.
Absolutely. Well, another great idea. There's concept of eating a rainbow. So obviously educating your child, again, giving them more information might actually entice them to eat them. So, an orange vegetable is going to give you a different set of nutrition than, a green fruit or vegetable. So, encouraging them, for each one to kind of pick a different color, and then perhaps that gives them a little bit of, just motivation to try to eat those fruits and vegetables.
Then they maybe feel like they have some say too. Like,
Absolutely.
I like green.
And
okay.
I mean, the other thing is we hear a lot of parents about we're hiding vegetables and things, right? We're baking with black beans, or we're, trying to trick things. But the idea is Tropicana has come out with a really incredible new juice, which is Tropicana Farm Stand. And there's a whole serving of vegetables plus fruit in there. So if you're not getting the whole fruits and veggies into your kids, this is a great option because there's 2 servings per 1 cup. So when we're talking about back to school lunches, that's a great thing to fill up, into the little reusable drinks. It's a great snack after school because you get 2 servings right off the bat. So if we're aiming for 4 to 6, that's a great option. But you want to start with the strategies first, then there's some backup plans.
All right. Okay, let's move to lunch boxes. I know you found these, sourced them out online, but how great is this? It's about just making the food visible?
Huge trick. Well, I have 3, my youngest is about to go into kindergarten this year, and I find the hardest things for little kids is opening the packages, right? And then also, by the time they open it up, it's like a surprise, carrots.
Oh, I don't want that.
Blueberries. So if they can see it all at once, they can make the choice. They're probably going to pick a great option like this. It's a chewy granola bar. That's a favorite, but it's also, you can feel good about giving your child that because it has all Canadian oats, 10 grams of it. It's a good solid choice for a snack. But also once they finish that, they're not fiddling around, right? They can actually kind of move around their lunch and make those choices. Again, you see really popular ideas around bento boxes, like using little cookie cutters. Again, this is assuming we all have lots of time.
Yeah.
So it's but if you want to cut your watermelon up into little small things, you'd be surprised how fast that gets eaten versus little cubes. It's we're just trying to encourage them.
Or get them to do it too. Then they feel like they had a hand in it, and they'll be more likely to eat it.
Absolutely.
So many ideas. The point is, though, there are items out there to make it a little bit easier, things that you don't have to worry about. They're going to get the nutrition that they need when they head off to school for the day.
Well, another just kind of tie into the back to school piece is Quaker Chewy has this great program called Chewy for Charity. And so you can take a picture of their artwork and you just upload it onto their site, and you can go onto your own little canvas lunch bag, which is a great idea. And every picture you take, 10 pounds of food is donated to the Canadian Food Bank. So that's just a lovely, nice, so that all kids have good lunch.
It's true, because there are lots of kids out there that don't, but do need it. Thank you so much.
You're
Great
welcome.
tips. Right now we'll check in with Fiona filling in for Jenna.